Our first match of the evening is going to see the Lucha Bros taking on the Young Bucks. As you can see, here's Phoenix anxiously awaiting the arrival of his partner, Pentagon Jr. Pentagon El Cero Miedo. Yeah, it's a mouthful. But there they are. The Lucha Bros in the house, ready to go. And as I stated, this is an Extreme Rules match, and the winner of this match will be taking on whoever wins the tag team title match at TakeOver. Not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after that. And obviously we've also got the Young Bucks here, ready to go. So let's jump right into this match and see who is going to be our new #1 contenders. I expect this match to be very high octane, very back and forth. These two teams, two of the best teams in the world, can definitely put on a good show. As Nick landing what looked like a rock bottom, but Pentagon doing a tilt-a-whirl slam. And now Rey Fenix with the Hurricane Rana out of nowhere. This is gonna be hard for one person to call back and forth. These guys are already just high octane going at it. Double kicks to the chest, putting down the Young Bucks. Phoenix now could be looking for a modified yes lock, it looks like. But Nick Jackson rolling back over on his stomach and getting right out of it. As Pentagon hits Matt with the Cero Miedo. And like I said, this is an Extreme Rules match, so these guys do have the opportunity to use any weapons that they find at their disposal. There are no countouts, there are no rope breaks, no disqualifications, anything goes. As the Lucha Bros are looking to work over Matt Jackson in the ring right now. Nick sliding back in, and Rey Fenix being tossed to the outside, or clothesline rather, to the outside of the ring. Now Pentagon is in there by himself. Looks like Nick Jackson is looking for a weapon, while Matt takes a nice thrust kick to the face. Now Nick Jackson smashing Pentagon over the head with that barbed wire steel chair, and then he throws it outside the ring. What's he got in mind here? Looks like he's going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Whoa! Nick Jackson getting the pin off of just one shot from that steel chair. Whoa! Did not expect the match to end that way. Wow, that was quick. But there you have it, folks. The Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, will be going on to face whoever wins between Express, the Jurassic Express, and their challengers next weekend, CM Punk and Tommaso Ciampa, who have formed a tag team here on NXT Fusion. Why don't all of you just shut up? You know nothing about me, nothing about this industry, nothing about how things work around here, but I know how things work, and you know who else does? Kenny Omega, come out here. Looks like he's calling out Kenny Omega. But what would he want with the cleaner? Well, he wanted him, and now he got him. Kenny Omega is in the ring. I liked you. I respected you. I would have helped you dodge a bullet. I mean, I definitely wouldn't have taken one for you, but that's still pretty good. So why are you starting problems? Out of all the superstars in the WWE, you're the only one I consider my equal, which is why I'm extending this offer to you and you alone. Join forces with me and let's show this entire locker room how unstoppable we can be. If you really think the two of us together can decimate the rest of the competition around here, you're damn right we can. But I'm warning you now, if you ever try to double cross me, it'll be the last thing you do. This is truly a momentous day. I want everyone to mark it down on their calendars. This is the day Kenny Omega agreed to form the most dominant, most decorated tag team in WWE history. I can't say I disagree. There's nothing left you could say to make me trust you now. It's time to prove it. WWE, you're looking at the two men who are going to beat you senseless until there's nobody left to challenge. Nothing's going to stop us from being the best. Nothing. You heard it here first, folks. It looks like Kenny Omega and Adam Cole have just formed a tag team. Could they be... But as for now, let's go ahead and get on to our next match. It's going to be a fatal four-way steel cage between four of NXT Fusion's best female wrestlers. Right there, we've got our champion, Dakota Kai, making her way to the ring right now. As you can see, she's rocking the AEW Women's World Championship. And the first of her opponents tonight, Hikaru Shida, making her way to the ring. Up next, another very popular NXT female talent. It's going to be Candice LeRae. She looks to be pretty pumped. You gotta think, if one of these women makes it out of the cage first and wins, and it's not Dakota Kai, that woman should have a future AEW Women's Championship shot. Now, if Dakota Kai can defeat the other three of these women, that would just make her look as dominant as any champion should. So we shall see what happens here. Hopefully this match isn't as quick as the first one. I was hoping the Young Bucks and the Lucha. But, I mean, you can't... I guess you can't put a cap on great. So Hikaru Shida now working Lacey Evans over while Candice LeRae tries to get in a few good shots on our champion here tonight. Shida being dragged to the ground as Candice now getting reversed and kicked across the face 2 times. Whoa, Dakota Kai with the flurry. Lacey now stomping on Hikaru Shida's wrist. Looking to maybe try to break it. Oh, now Lacey Evans looking to climb the cage, but that's not smart. Candice and Dakota are right there, ready to bring her down. Now Dakota Kai turning her attention to Hikaru Shida. Oh, Candice LeRae with the standing. Oh, Lacey Evans reversed out of it, smacking Candice LeRae in the back of the head with the forearm. Shida now with a huge clothesline on Dakota Kai. Back and forth between these four ladies is very insane, very palpable energy in the ring right now. All four of these women want to get the W here tonight. Maybe catapult themselves either further up the card or show, in Dakota Kai's case, show that she is the dominant champion that she claims to be. As now Dakota looking to climb out of the ring, but Candice LeRae is right there. Now Hikaru Shida also helping Candice get Dakota Kai off the side of the steel cage there. You're going to have to do a lot more damage to keep these ladies down. Lacey Evans now working over Hikaru Shida. But Shida not having any of it. And what's Candice LeRae got in mind here in the corner? Guess we won't find out. Dakota Kai getting out of it. What's this? Ooh, snake eyes to Hikaru Shida there in the corner. And now Hikaru Shida looks to be setting Lacey up for something. Oh, but Lacey got out of it right at the last second. You gotta think, maybe Lacey will be looking for that women's right. But Hikaru Shida not having any of it right now. Dakota Kai with a kick to the face to Candice LeRae as Shida now attempts to escape the ring. Dakota, though, not having any of that. Ooh, Dakota got kicked in the face. Hikaru stepping down. And with a spinning neck breaker. Oh, what's this? Lacey Evans. Ooh, with the Bronco Buster. Modified Bronco Buster in the quarter to Candice LeRae. And now both Shida and Lacey Evans are climbing the cage. Now Shida stepped down to turn her attention to Lacey. Ooh, Lacey kicking her in the face as Dakota Kai now climbs up the same side of the ring, smacking Lacey's face against the steel cage as Shida pulls her off. And now Dakota Kai is in a great position to finish this job. She now makes her way to the top of the cage. It looks like our champion might be able to escape. Hikaru Shida deciding that she's going to go up the other side of the cage while Candice is busy with Dakota Kai over there. Shida, though, now she's on top of the cage. She could, if she can get her other leg over that cage, finish this match. But Lacey Evans right there. Oop, Shida kicking Evans off the side. Shida now has the best chance in this entire match so far to get over that cage. All she's got to do is bring her other leg down across the other side. Can she do it? Shida does. Shida's going to be the one to escape the cage and win this match. You got to wonder, does that mean that Shida's going to have a future title shot against Dakota Kai? Maybe at the next pay-per-view. Next week, we'll have a NXT TakeOver Fusion. Man, what a match, though. What a match these ladies put on. Great steel cage action. And there is your winner, Hikaru Shida. Coming up next, we've got the AEW World Champion. One of my favorite wrestlers of the current era. And one of the strongest wrestlers in NXT Fusion. Mr. Malachi Black. He will be taking on his challenger tonight, Johnny Gargano, in a one-on-one normal match. Look at that. Just an awe-inspiring entrance from our champion. If that doesn't send chills down your spine, I don't know what would. Johnny Wrestling, aka Johnny Gargano, aka Johnny Kick 'em in the Ding Ding, making his way to the ring. His wife just put on a stellar performance in that steel cage match. Let's see if he can stand up to the AEW World Champion here tonight on NXT Fusion. Crowd is going wild. And you gotta think, if Johnny could pick up the W here, what would that do as far as in terms of him being in line for an AEW championship shot in the future. Right now, we know the #1 contender is going to be Mr. Kenny Omega. But if Alistair can put him down at our pay-per-view, then who's next? Well, if Johnny can get a W here tonight, that could answer that question. So now Johnny monkey tossing, or hip tossing rather, Aleister Black, or Malachi Black over his back. And now he brings him down with the DDT. Johnny not pulling any punches here tonight with that tarantula spider submission hold. And then an enziguri following it up. Johnny is on fire here tonight. Black now. Punch to the outside. Black not looking like himself here tonight. Usually the AEW champion is very in control of these matches, but Johnny Gargano putting up a very early flurry, and now he's going for the pin. Oh, didn't even get a 1 count as Black kicks out. And Black saying to Gargano that early flurry, though nice, probably wasn't nearly enough to even put a dent in this man's stamina. Black and Gargano outside the ring, duking it out while the ref's count continues. Ref to a count of 4 now. I'm sure that Black wouldn't mind getting a count-out victory, but I think the fans would rather see him end it in the ring. And Johnny now throwing Black back into the ring. And he's hanging him up over the top rope and whips him back onto his back. Johnny now could be thinking lawn dart. Ooh, lawn darts Aleister Black into that middle turnbuckle. Keep saying Aleister. I'm like JR over here. Malachi Black. These two going back and forth. Johnny now hitting the move that Malachi was trying to hit there with that back suplex, and now he's just stomping on him, stomping away at the chest of Malachi Black. Ooh, and a nice kick across the chest, lands flush. I'm also getting word now that we'll have two new arrivals in NXT Fusion next week. Both very, very big in New Japan. Very big names, so definitely be hyped for that. We've got, like I said, 2 new surprises coming next week to NXT Fusion. And I believe 1 new signing for SmackDown starting next week, so be on the lookout for those. As Aleister Black now trying to work Gargano over. Gargano just a little bit quicker when it comes to these reversals and whatnot. Black's had a hard time getting an upper hand here against Gargano. What's Gargano got in mind here? Look, wait for it. Super kick! That could have just knocked our champion completely out. Go for the cover there, Gargano. 1, 2. Oh, but Black kicks out at 2. Gargano with a mission on his mind here tonight. Black hits him with a kitchen sink. and a clothesline taking Gargano down. I can give you a hint about one of the surprises next week, by the way. It's gonna make this team between Adam Cole and Kenny Omega feel a little bit weird, for Kenny at least. As Johnny Gargano lands the super kick flush across the chin. That should be it. 1, 2, Black kicks out of 2 again. Gargano is feeling it right now. He is in it. As he goes for the clothesline takedown, another one. He's going to flip him over and kick him right across the face. He's got Black set up in the corner. It looks like Black going to escape from whatever Gargano had on his mind there. And yet again, draping him across that top rope just to chuck him backwards. You got to think, if Black wants to really end this, he's got to hit that Black Mass. As he goes for an assisted Falcon's Arrow with the top rope there. The pin gets a 1 count. Gargano definitely not ready to end it yet. Definitely not ready to call it quits. What's this? Ooh! Gargano with the pin. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. Johnny Gargano has just beat the AEW World Champion, handing Malachi his first loss here tonight. And what's this? That's Kenny Omega's music. There he is, Kenny Omega attacking Black from behind. As I stated earlier, Omega is the #1 contender right now, who will be facing Malachi Black at next week's pay-per-view. But he attacked Black from behind here tonight. I wonder what that's going to mean next week for Black. And coming up next, we've got the No Holds Barred match. It's going to be Samoa Joe versus Hangman Adam Page. As we see Samoa Joe making his way to the ring now. Former NXT champion 2 times. One of the most destructive forces in Impact and TNA history. Didn't really get off the ground on the main roster, but we have him here tonight on NXT Fusion. He's going to be a mainstay. Hopefully injuries don't take him out like they did when he was on the main roster. Coming to the ring next, his opponent for tonight, Hangman Adam Page. Let's start this thing off. Hangman Page, Samoa Joe, no holds barred. Let's go. You gotta think, Joe's probably gonna be looking for that coquina clutch pretty early. Trying to put this one away. Not very many people have gotten out of it before. Hangman Page, though, runs at Samoa Joe and hits him with the kitchen sink. This has the potential to be a match of the night. Hangman Page and Samoa Joe, both great contenders. Both maybe wanting a shot at that AEW champion in the future. Also tonight, after this match, we've got TNT champion Lance Archer facing Rusev, aka Miro, in a 1v1 match. And following that, we will have CM Punk versus Luchasaurus in a one-on-one match to continue that feud there. Hangman may be looking for a bicycle knee strike, but Samoa Joe not having any of it. As Hangman rolls out, Samoa Joe raising his hand as if he'd won anything, really. Page now kind of trying to wear Joe out with this rope running, but Joe hitting him with a snap suplex, taking him down. And then going back and forth, both jockeying for position. Neither man really gaining an upper hand so far. As Joe now goes for the quick pin. One count and a kick out by Hangman Page. Pretty early to be going for a pin, if you ask me. But also, as I stated, it is a no-holds-barred match, which means there are no DQs, no rope breaks. Anything goes. No count-outs. They could wrestle backstage if they want to. The only rule is the match has to finish in the ring. So again, going for the quick pin. And again getting the 1 count out of Adam Page. Page now back to his feet. He keeps going for the kitchen sink or the bicycle knee strike. And he can't land it to save his life. It's Joe now picking it up for a Uranagi. 1, 2. Page kicking out at 2. Joe has been in control for the last couple of minutes here. Let's see if Page can flip this around for himself, or if he's just going to have to take the L tonight. Page, one of the most dynamic men on the roster, definitely has what it takes to be a future AEW champion. We shall see how that goes, as now Joe locking him into an STF. Will Page tap here? Oh, Page breaking out, elbowing Joe across the forehead. And now he picks Joe up. What's this? Tombstone pile driver. That could be all she wrote. Pin it. 1, 2, and it's a 2 count. Joe kicks out at 2 after a fantastic tombstone performed by Hangman Page. Page knows he's got him right where he wants him. He's just got to finish the job. 2 clotheslines taking Joe down. And a spinning back kick to the hamstring. What's Page got in mind here as he waylay kicks him in the side of the head. Page now back in control. It finally lands that bicycle knee strike flush across the chin. And now he's working over the arm of Samoa Joe, maybe trying to take that power away from him when he goes to lock in that coquina clutch. Page now got something in mind here, but Joe, not having any of it, takes Page down with a thunderous clothesline. Looks like Joe might be signaling this is it. This is the end. As he lands another Uranagi right in the middle of the ring. But that's not all Joe's going for, apparently. Page now taking some time to taunt his opponent, but that could be his undoing if he does it too often or too much. Joe striking Adam Page across the face. Now goes for the Samoan drop. Thunderous Samoan drop right in the center of the ring. Adam Page now sending Joe into the corner. Maybe looking for a splash, but Joe got out of the way. Now Joe locks it in. The coquina clutch locked in on Adam Page, but Adam Page quickly figuring out what's going on and gets out of it. Page now stomping across the midsection probably wondering to himself, what does he got to do to keep Joe down? Joe now back to his feet. Looked like he was maybe looking for a third Uranagi, but instead, Adam Page setting him up. Second tombstone pile driver. That could be all she wrote. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, Joe kicked out again. Page now has to be frustrated, not knowing what he's got to do. Working over the arms again, trying to soften him up for that coquina clutch just in case. It's Adam Page working the combination, strikes and knees, landing flush on Joe's forehead and chin. Now the referee being knocked down by Joe's momentum. Joe hitting a massive headbutt there in the corner. Adam Page coming back out and just kneeing Joe in the freaking stomach and knocking him down. Joe, though, quickly back to his feet with a slam. These two men back and forth they go. Who's going to gain that upper hand and eventually gain that W? Neither man wanting to give up. Now Joe slamming Adam Page's face into that top turnbuckle over and over and over again. Page has to be knocked out by now. What's Joe got on his mind, though? That's the real question. He can lock in that coquina clutch at any time. We've seen him do it before. We know he can just about turn any move into a reversal, into his patented headlock. And another Samoan drop, taking Page down. Ooh, Page landing that roundhouse kick flush across the cheek. And it goes for another pin. 1, 2, 3, Hangman Page ending it with a roundhouse kick and a stomp across the chest. Picking up the W here tonight in our no-holds-barred match. What a match. Back and forth. Uranagis, coquina clutches, and tombstones all around. And coming up next, we have a tag team ladder match. It's going to be our WWE United Kingdom champion Darby Allin and his partner Sting taking on one Pete Dunne and Kazuchika Okada. Okada known all over the world for the matches that he's put on in New Japan, specifically the 4 matches that he's had against one Kenny Omega. Tearing up the wrestling scene with young Omega. Forcing one Dave Meltzer to break his own star rating scale. Never gave anything over a 5-star match until Okada versus Omega. Will we see some of that prowess here tonight as Okada teams with Pete Dunne to take on Allin and Sting? Allin, though, getting an early power scoop slam. And Sting working over Pete Dunne like he's chopped liver right now. Not letting Pete get a move in edgewise, really. Pete Dunne now taking Sting down, and Okada finally getting the better of Darby. Okada looks like $1 million here tonight. One of the best and longest reigning champions in NJPW history. Allin working that knee. Maybe trying to make Okada unable to climb a ladder. taking the legs out from under him. Sting rolls to the outside, knocking the ladder over. And Okada also rolling to the outside, leaving Allin and Dunne in the ring on their own. Surprisingly enough, none of these men have tried to go for a ladder yet. We'll have to see if that changes soon. Maybe Pete Dunne thinking about it right now, as he is picking up that ladder and scooting it into the ring as Allin lands a flush DDT on Okada. Sting now clamping down on the quad as Okada stomping Allin in the side of the ring, flipping him off even. I have no idea who's going to win this match. I mean, it's definitely up in the air. I don't have a preferred team either. As all four of these men, great wrestlers in their own right. Dunne and Okada not even in an official tag team, just deciding that they wanted to join forces here tonight to take on Allin and Sting. As Allin and Sting have been two of the defining forces of our tag division here in NXT Fusion. Both Allin and Dunne getting worked over by Sting and Okada, respectively. Okada now with Darby on the shoulders. Darby switching it out though and landing a reverse DDT. And Sting hitting a rock bottom on Pete Dunne off the ropes. Now Okada climbing that ladder, looking to take Allin off the top. Sting now chopping. Darby is busted open and tossed off the side of the ladder. Okada now with the briefcase in hand. Sting having to deal with Pete Dunne. Might cost him the match here, but Sting now finally getting to Okada, making sure he doesn't grab that briefcase off the top. But Pete Dunne taking care of that issue. Now allowing Okada to go to work on that briefcase. This should be all she wrote here, folks. Okada has that briefcase in hand. And Sting and Allin are both outside the ring having to deal with Pete Dunne right now. Yes, that is it. Okada grabs the briefcase and seals the victory for his team here tonight. What a match that was. Pretty quick, but that just goes to show that you do not have to be on a tag team to gel together. These men showing each other nothing but respect after that match. And here we are. The Murder Hawk Monster, the TNT champion, making his way to the ring. Lance Archer, set to take on Rusev here tonight in a one-on-one match. Happy Rusev Day indeed. Archer getting himself ready to go in the ring as Rusev makes his way. And these two big, beefy dudes set to go one-on-one. I'm very excited for this match. Both of these men, very strong, very agile, surprisingly for their size. Definitely could burn the house down with this one here tonight. Yo, Lance Archer kind of cheeked up, not gonna lie. Whoever created his character file decided to give him a big ol' ass. Rusev down in the corner, but Lance right out of it with a low drop kick to the chin, taking out Rusev's vertical base. Rusev now, back suplex. Jumping drop kick, taking out Rusev. These two men going back and forth. Both men very intent on hurting one another. Archer looking to make sure he maintains that TNT championship as long as he can. Not wanting to give Miro or Rusev any type of leeway in this match here. Archer now tossing Rusev back into the ring. Look at the way he just jumps over that top rope. Those cat-like reflexes for a man his size. Now he goes for the pin. One. Got a 1 count out of it as Rusev powers out. And a belly-to-belly suplex taking Lance Archer down. What's this? Alabama Slam. Now Rusev going to work on that ankle. A nice flush kick. Looked like it maybe hit him on the shoulder. Either way, it took Lance Archer down. And now, dropping him with a DDT. Ooh, Machka kick. Rusev with a pin. 1, 2. Archer kicks out. I thought that was it right there. Rusev busting out the Machka kick out of nowhere. And now he's got a vice grip on that quadricep, wearing down Lance Archer. The crowd not very happy with Rusev. Archer now with a big boot, planting Rusev on the ground. 1, 2, 3. That is it. The big boot taking out Rusev. Lance Archer picking up a very clean victory here tonight against his opponent at the pay-per-view next weekend. Archer looking like $1,000,000. Rusev rolls to the outside. And in our main event of the evening, it's going to be Luchasaurus versus CM Punk. Punk making his return to the ring not too long ago. It's Paul Heyman now already getting involved in the match. Punk now back to his feet. Ooh, what a move. Luchasaurus, though, one big dude, very, I would say it's going to be a very hard match for Punk to come out on top of. But he doesn't call himself the best in the world for nothing as he lands a sit-out powerbomb on the much larger Luchasaurus. Now Luchasaurus looks to be taking control. Punk elbows him into the midsection and takes him down with a running STO. Both men trading dragon screw leg takedowns. But Luchasaurus coming out on top with a rough clothesline. Ooh, looked like he was going for a running enziguri there, but Punk got out of the way. And now Punk with a diving clothesline. These two men both jockeying for that position, that that momentum that they need to finish this match. Neither man wanting to give an inch. It's Punk now working over Luchasaurus in the corner of the ring. Pulls him up and slams him down on his back. What's this? Punk maybe thinking standing suplex, but Luchasaurus reversed it into one of his own. And a nice flush kick across the back. Luchasaurus could have been looking for the choke slam, but CM Punk noticed what was going on and got out of it immediately. Now he picks him up and a fall-away slam. Punk now could be looking to finish it right here, right now. He picks Luchasaurus up for the GTS and lands it flush across the chin. That could be all she wrote, but Luchasaurus getting the rope break. Punk got to be a little more aware of where he is at in the ring. I know he hasn't wrestled much in a long time, but he's got to be more careful. He could have ended it right there had he not been too close to the ropes. As he throws Luchasaurus outside the ring now, and the ref looking to start his count. Punk now to the top rope. What's he got in mind here? Oh, but he looked like he jumped for maybe a diving fist drop, but Luchasaurus kicked up while he was midair, forcing CM Punk to hit the ground and nothing else. Luchasaurus now. Both these men fighting it out on the outside here. Referee to a count of 4. 5. The count rises, and these men both need desperately to get back in the ring. But this match could end in a draw, double countout. As the ref now up to 7. Punk doesn't seem to really care to get Luchasaurus back in the ring. Looks like he's trying to do as much damage to him outside the ring as he possibly can. Ref to a count of 9 now. Punk back in the ring. Whoa! Holy crap. Punk looked to be throwing Luchasaurus back into the ring, but Luchasaurus ended up reversing it, throwing Punk back into the ring and costing himself the match as the ref reached the count of 10 right before he could scramble back in himself. What an ending, and we know these two teams have not seen the last of each other. Well, that about does it here for us tonight at NXT Fusion. We're gonna check the news here real quick, see what all's going on, and after that we will wrap up the episode. So let's check the news. Luchasaurus has had enough from his rival, taking out all his frustrations and anger on CM Punk with a furious attack. The superstar's perseverance and courage are being put on display after delivering payback. Kenny Omega attacked Aleister Black from behind after leaving him open with a distraction. These actions just go to show how much contempt the attacker has for his title match opponent, viewing him merely as an obstacle that needs to be removed from the championship picture by force. Couldn't agree more. That's what that looked like. Kenny Omega attacking Aleister Black from behind after his match tonight. We will see more on that next week, as well as two surprise entrants into the NXT Fusion universe. So if you guys did enjoy, please be sure to smash that like button again, and I will see you all next week on Monday Night Raw.